Welcome back to Rough Country Farming. If you like today's video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Lets the YouTube algorithm know that you like our content and it suggests us to you more. Hit the post notification so you know when I'm posting, and hope you enjoyed today's video. We're on the road to 1,000. We're all on our way. Right now, me and Dad got fertilizer coming. We got the irrigator out ready for them to load it up. We're gonna try leveling the disc once they leave. The disc is leveled a little bit more. It sits too far down in the front, so when you're like turning around the headlands, we leave it in the ground a little bit, but it ain't leaving the field even. Well, I guess we decided we're gonna level the disc before the guys get here. The 86 is just a machine. Well, I'm headed over to drill beans, so I'm taking the loader tractor, move some brush while I'm over there. Trees are down in the field. Bring the old 170 steel with me. Dad's gonna work on his corn planter, and he's got a load of fertilizer coming. Dorn's hammering the acres of the disc across the road. Well, we got the full crew tomorrow. Mike's off work, Dad's off work, Dorn's off work, I'm off school, so it's gonna be a fun Friday. Got one more in this field right there to do. And there's one on the other field over there. There's 3 fields here. Well, all the trees are out of this field and that other one. There's 3 total. Oh, yeah, 2 in this one, 1 in the other one. One was a big box outer. Got them shoved out of the way. Gonna get down here. Finally got a nice square field. Still running the markers though. Alrighty, we're on the last pass in this field, so time to move 2840 and check how many beans we got in the drill, and gotta let Dad know, and then we'll move to the next farm. These lock up my gangs so they can't go down, and I can't put them down in the tractor. It locks the hydraulics up. Just safer to do that when going down the road. And that switches it from my second remote from the markers to folding mode. Didn't really explain that really good, but you guys get the point. Let's see how many beans we got, and then we'll fold up and head to our farthest farm away. We're getting down there, that's for sure. Dad's gonna bring the seed tender over, so when I get to the other farm. So see, this remote in the field while I was talking about runs my markers, but when I switch it, it now folds up the drill. Mom came in clutch with the KFC. Well, I got to this other farm here, but I don't got much seed, so Dad's on his way with the seed tender. But I'm gonna make headlands on this field up front here. Go around it, 2 or 3 passes on the headlands. I should have enough for that. He's probably 10-ish minutes away, so why not? But we can sit on the old TikTok when we get done. That's right, on for first seed tender, big timers. making the best fly. I got 2 more fields over here at this farm. 2 of the bigger ones, so I'm in one of them right now. It's 10 o'clock at night, but probably drill a couple more hours and see what we can get done. Tomorrow, the real fun begins. All forces a go. Well, it is 6:20 in the morning. Dad's over fueling up the 86. I had to put a new propeller on the drone. May or may not have crashed it the other day. You ready to go?
That's just the airplanes.
Well, Dorn's taking off. I tell you what, if you're thinking about getting radios for the farm, do it. Worth the investment, 200%. Back in the C10 route right now. I'm gonna grab some gas before I take off. Dorn took off with the disc. Me and Dad got the sprayer fixed. Mostly he did. I was emotional support and found the valve to shut off that because it was bypassing through the agitator. He thought he had the valve shut off for that hose that was leaking, but like I said, it was bypassed through the agitator, so I found that valve, shut that off, helped him out a little bit. So now the sprayer's ready to go. I had to put a new flow meter on that prick. So we'll see. Seems like there's always an issue with that dang thing. We just got to the farm here. Drill's right there. All these fields are done besides that big back one. We got 3 passes around it. A little more go. I'm gonna get some folded. Dorn made it. Check how many beans we got here. Seed tenders up in that front field. Just got the rest of this one to do. Got that field done, that field done. There's a field over there I got done. And there's 2 across the road, that big one and another one over there. Oh, we got plenty for a while, so I ain't even gonna worry about it until I have to. I think I'll probably get this field done. Well, it's 8:53. Got this field done. So we're gonna head across the road where Dorn's discing and probably have to wait a little bit. I think he lost his phone too. The AC went out on the 8650. I don't know if it just needs the fluid for it or what, but yeah, not a good deal. He had the window open. He had the side window open and his phone went flying out, so not a good deal. Right on the money, first try. Let's go see if we can help Dorn find his phone. Back in the AC. The disc is no longer ahead of the drill. We caught up to him. Well, that was a close call if I've ever seen one. And we're still not out of it. So far we tried running it up out of there. We tried going that way. We finally got backed up. So we go, give her all her juice, give her all the beans. Try straight up. Bad situation. Bad situation. Look dry on top. Disc went over it fine. Drill, not so much. And here we go over a jackknife because it just will not push the drill that way. I'm cranked all the way this way. Alright, now this is either going to be really bad or really good. We're going to go a little further this way. Straight out. Just go straight. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, baby. Let's go. Wow. That was bad. I didn't even get the worst part of it on camera. I didn't get where I was going up right there and I literally couldn't back up or go forward. I finally got it to break loose. Wow. I think I'm gonna avoid that little area right there. Well, they're working on getting the AC working on the 86. I'm gonna catch up to Dorn and then I'll stop, but wait for them. I'm sure they'll still be working on it. It's sounding like it's more than just adding Freon to it. Well, the disc tractor's moving again, but I don't know if they got the issue fixed or not. The AC on the 86 went out the other day, and we figured it needed Freon, but I don't know. It's saying something about it's like a clutch on the AC unit, so it could be bad. I don't know. I'll have to radio Dorn and see if he's still a little hot in there. Still sweating balls, or are you cold now? Being he's still rolling with the windows open, or the back one at least, I would say he has no AC. Well, got maybe 5 rounds left. Short ones right there. Should have enough beans to finish this. I'll have to fill up Dorns in that field across. It's probably a 15-acre field, and there's probably another 15-acre field across the swamp there, so. Dorn's a little ahead of me. Not by much though. Another one bites the dust. Gonna go load up with the seed tender. Well, we're gonna load up real quick and then go to the party store down the road and grab some food and drinks. I would roll down the window so you could hear that pretty thing purr, but no. AC's blowing. I'm picking him up. We're running down to local store called Clones. They have pizza and stuff there, so we're gonna get some food and drinks and rock her hard. It's Friday. Got some pizza, some Mountain Dew, I drink my chocolate milk, and we're farming. Oh, I'm making the call that it's too wet. Dorn got this field disc and he's down the road doing something right now. It just needs time to air out. I about got stuck again and I'm not doing that, so go home, help Dad get the corn planter going. He had to run to a John Deere dealer, grab some parts. Broke a spring and something else. I don't know. Haven't even started planting corn yet, but I'm gonna try. It's in the afternoon now. Just went and looked. It's 1:27 in the afternoon, so hopefully we can get this corn planter going by 2:30 to 3 and get some corn in the dirt. He's trying to get his planter working. He's been working on it all day. You know what they say, never start anything on a Friday. Start planting corn. Oh Lord. I guess it's better than starting on a Sunday though, where you can't go get parts. Well, he's headed back to the farm, which probably means he's not in a good mood. Got a little Dixie here. Rocky out picking stones. I'm trying to get some drone footage once he gets going here. First day of planting is always a struggle. Always is. Ever since I got home, nothing's been going good here. But I think he's finally got the corn planter working. I don't know. Yeah, their poly twisters are doing a really good job closing that seed trench up. I'm gonna go get the gator, put my drone on it, check on the dogs in the house real quick, make sure they're getting along. Hoping and praying that old corn planter over there is running smoothly now, because Dad has negative patience left. Shot straight past, 0 patience, and he's in the negatives. It's not good. Well, he's cruising across the field now, as you can see, way right there. So I'm gonna throw the drone up in the air. Well, everything on that planter is working as it should, besides our pop-up fertilizer system. Dad says the hell with it. So we'll see. We'll try to get it working. But right now, it is getting it's getting pretty late into May, and we're putting our first corn in the ground. So the hell with it. Oh, got the 86 off the disc. Doran got here. Had to put the jack down on the packer, jack down on that, and hook it. He's moving the 2840 out of the way. Dad's cruising on corn. I got some drone footage. We're gonna put the 8300 on that because we are not running without AC in 80 to 90 degree heat with humidity. He's been in it all day. Feel bad for him. And you have to roll with the windows down in that 86. Boy, it's dusty in there. Parked out by the shop to blow it out. Would not want to do it. Not on vacation anymore. That's a pretty looking rig too. Doran's hooking up to the nurse trailer with the skid steer right now. Dad's coming to fill up. Got a pin. Got Dad loaded back up with fertilizer. He's going with the corn planter. Doran's disking with the 8300, and Mike's out spraying. I watching Dixie girl here. Had to let her outside. She's been in the house, and her and Rocky are getting along now. And well, I can't really do anything yet. I'm kind of just waiting for seed corn. Neighbor we're farming half and half with. He's bringing some corn down for us to put in the ground. And what was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for Doran to get ahead of me with the disc because I caught right up to him. Oh, Mike lost one of his clamps for his clamp on duals going down the road for the 4240, so we're gonna go look for it. Well, I found the clamp in the road. Wasn't too far, a couple miles down the road, but Mike's still spraying. He'll just put it on whenever he gets back. It ain't that big of a deal. Doran's gonna move to, he's down the road disking some headlands down so I can go spread, but he's gonna move to a different farm and go do that so I can drill later. I'm gonna go move a tree out of the field. I'm about to spread with the 2840. And that is why we own a grapple. Shot 3 trees off in the brush in like 10 minutes. Boy, the windows need washing this thing. Viper Pro's booting up. I hate Raven Vipers, but you know what? We got them in sprayer and Terragator. How lucky are we? If you're going besides, or if you're doing anything besides the John Deere, like 2630 or one of their new Gen 4 monitors, go with Ag Leader. Do not go with Raven. Otherwise, John Deere's on top, then Ag Leader. That's also my personal opinion. Some may not agree with me. I don't care really. That's what I've noticed and what I like. Well, Dorn got rock stuck in this, helped him. Let's get the spreading again. And Rocky here just had to make an emergency hydraulic oil run. He sprung a leak on one of his hoses. So he's done spraying for the night. Tomorrow he'll go to Jansen Equipment and go get a new hydraulic hose for his sprayer. Today has been one of those days where everything is going wrong. I'm gonna take over for Dorn disking, but see how Dad's doing over here down the road on this 80. Or if he's still doing headlands, I don't know. See him going down there.